Hello and welcome. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we shall make a start. I am expecting a lot more people to jump on the call. We are also live on YouTube. Thank you, Marianne. Yeah, we are also live on YouTube as well, where I have many more people watching us live at the moment. So my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a foreign exchange and cryptocurrency trader. I've been trading now for several years. Now this webinar is going to last probably about 30 or so minutes, and this will give you an introduction to trading. Now, just to make it clear, you will not become an expert trader by the end of this webinar. So this webinar is only meant to be an introduction. If any of you have questions during this webinar, I'm watching my other screen as well, where I'm live on YouTube. So I'll be looking at questions on YouTube as well as any questions on Zoom. And I will try and answer those questions as I go along. What's the name of the YouTube channel? If you search Dr. Jav, DR space JAV, I'll pop it in the chat box. If you search that, you can see me on YouTube as well. So obviously many people around the world don't get access to this webinar software, and that's why we do live on YouTube at the same time as well. Now I'm just going to share my screen with you. If you can see my shared screen, please drop me a 333 in the chat box. If you can see my shared screen, please drop me a 3 in the chat box. Okay, thank you. So just bear with me a second while I refresh my other screen as well. Now on the screen here, this is CoinGecko. I access CoinGecko every single day, and in my particular case, one of my favorite trading styles is actually cryptocurrency. I've been trading cryptocurrencies now for probably 5-6 years. I started off by mining Bitcoin. I moved on to trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then I moved on to altcoins as well. So currently I trade and also I invest. The difference is that when you're trading, you're buying and selling, and when you're investing, generally you're buying for, I say, a later day. When you're investing, you're buying for a later date. So you're looking to hold your particular currencies, and when the value is a certain value, much higher than it is at current price, then you will potentially sell that particular currency. Now there's currently around 18,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the market. So around 18,000 cryptos in the market. CoinGecko lists 13,503, as you can see here. And I'm just moving my mouse now. You should be able to see my mouse. So around 13,000 cryptocurrencies currently on CoinGecko. Bitcoin is the largest crypto in the market. The current price of Bitcoin is around $46,000. So the current price of Bitcoin is around $46,000. Bitcoin is the largest crypto in the market. And here you can see how the price has been moving for the last few weeks, last few months, and even the previous few years. Bitcoin was conceived in 2009, and at that point the price was $1, $10, very, very low, and the current price is $46,000. So had you bought one Bitcoin in 2009 for, let's say, $1, you'd be sitting on a profit of around $46,000. Had you bought 10 Bitcoins when the price was $1 for $10, you'd be sitting on around $500,000 worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been the highest, highest appreciating asset class of all asset classes since 2009. And that includes gold, property, indices, any other commodity in the marketplace. So Bitcoin has been the highest performing asset class, and currently the price is $46,000. The highest price that Bitcoin achieved was around $69,000, as you can see here, and that price was achieved in November 2021. So 10th of November 2021, what's that? December, January, February, March, about 4 months ago, we had the highest price ever for Bitcoin. And looking at the market as it's doing at the moment, we are expecting that price to be exceeded. So the all-time high of Bitcoin will be achieved very, very soon. In fact, we're expecting Bitcoin to hit at least $100,000, even up to 120, 130, maybe more in the next few weeks. And it could happen very, very quickly, and considering the current conditions that we're looking at the moment. So how do we actually trade? We do both fundamentals and we look at technical analysis. So we look at the charts and will determine what's going to happen based on what's happening, what has happened in the past. Going to happen based on what's happening, what has happened in the past, and also obviously what's happening in the economy. For example, currently you've got the Ukraine-Russia war going on. We've had the pandemic and so on. So a lot of these things we look at as well. Interest rates in the US and UK have risen recently. Inflation. We look at all these market factors and also the technicals to determine what's going to happen to the price in the future. So a lot of this is based on calculations and also what's happening in the on the fundamental side. But the great news is that you don't need to have any knowledge of math to be able to become a good trader. All you need to do is practice, learn, practice, and also watch our trainings that we do every single day, and you can learn on the back of it. Now, the second largest cryptocurrency in the market is Ethereum, and the price of ETH is currently around $3,500. So around $3,500 for Ethereum. Just a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, the price was $2,500. So in those 2 weeks, the price of Ethereum has gone up by around $1,000, which equates to about 40%. So the price for Ethereum has gone up by 40% in just the last couple of weeks. And currently, the $3,500 price that we see is still classed as very, very low for Ethereum, because Ethereum is based around smart contracts, and smart contracts have got a lot of use case in the marketplace. And the coins I showed you earlier, 85% or so of these coins, of 13,000 plus coins, are based on an Ethereum protocol or based on Ethereum. So Ethereum has got a lot of use case. $3,500 at the moment. We're expecting this to go beyond $5,000 very, very soon, if not $7,000, $8,000, potentially even $10,000 during the current bull run. So ETH could go to $7,000, maybe even 10K in the next few weeks, next few months. And what's going to happen is when the prices start going up, they're going to go up very, very quickly. As you can see around here, the price increase was meteoric. The same applies to Bitcoin as well. Now, when it comes to altcoins, and Ethereum is an altcoin, so any other coin in addition to Bitcoin is classed as an altcoin. Ethereum is an altcoin. What you'll find happens is that the altcoins lag behind Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, the price for Bitcoin will go up, and it'll go up very, very quickly. And the other coins, the altcoins, will lag behind Bitcoin. So again, in 2017, we had the meteoric price rise that I can show you here, and you can see how quickly the price of Bitcoin went up. And I remember that clearly. The price went up from 10,000, the next day it was 11, the next day 13,000, 15,000, until the price hit almost $20,000. And that was the case in 2017. And again, we are still expecting the same to be true during the current bull run that we are in. So again, $90,000, $70,000, if not $100,000 plus, is currently in play. And so that, knowing that information, now is a really, really good time to get into cryptocurrencies. If you're not currently invested, if you're not currently trading at the moment, now is a very, very good time to start considering this form of investing, as many people have done recently. So when the prices are low, generally we buy, and when the prices are high, we sell. Very, very simple. When the price is low, we buy. When the price is high, we sell. So how do we actually know when to buy or sell in any particular market? And the answer to that is based on our analysis. And we've been researching these protocols for a very, very long time, years and years. And so we have a very, very good understanding of where the market is going to go based on our analyses, and also based on the current fundamentals in any particular area. So if we go back to CoinGecko here, you can see in the last 7 days, we've had some very, very, in fact, you can see a lot of greens, a sea of green, which means that the price has definitely gone up for many, many coins. In fact, this coin here, 220%, 22% in the last 7 days. Now, some coins that we particularly like and we actually invest in and trade in, for example, Aave, 49% in the last 7 days. Solana, 34%. Filecoin, another coin that we recommended our students to buy, 30% in the last 7 days. So just as an example, if you were to have bought $1,000 worth of Filecoin 7 days ago, today you'd be looking at a $300 profit margin. And that's just based on 7 days. Terra, Luna is another very, very good coin. And that has gone up by, 24% in the last 7 days. Now, the great news is that if you look at just Bitcoin, for example, it's gone to $46,000 in the space of was it 2009 till now, 11, 12 years. Now, many other coins in the market have also had meteoric price rises. Bitcoin is not the only coin out there. There are other coins which are currently more expensive than Bitcoin, as you can see here. And then, of course, you've got Ethereum, which is one of our favorites. And when it comes to altcoins, a lot of the coins that we actually trade every single day, many of those coins are going to see the times 10, times 100, times 1,000 multiples in their prices. And again, we know this because we research the market every single day. Now, what we run is we have a mentorship program, an academy, where we teach you and train you how to trade the markets. For example, in the case of cryptocurrencies, we actually give you ideas, trading alerts, call them whatever you want to, every single day. So these particular coins that you can see here, we have recommended that you consider buying. Now, 80%, in fact, more than 80% of these alerts will actually derive you a profit. For example, recently on the 1st of April, we recommended you have a look at Cardano, ADA, then there's ANC protocol, Sushi. These are just some of the coins that we've recommended you buy because we feel the price is going to go up. Now, just based on one of these alerts, obviously we have a price that we charge for our mentorship. If you were to take just one of these alerts, it would be enough for you to cover your fees. And of course, we have many, many alerts, as you can see here, not just for cryptocurrencies, but also for foreign exchange trading as well. So whether you want to leverage trade or trade directly on the exchange, we have the information here to help you derive a profit every single day. Now, if I just blow up ANC here, you can see that we recommend you buy this particular coin when the price is between 1.82 and 2.16 in the market. The current price of ANC, we can see when we go to trading view, and you can see the current price is around 2.82. So going back to here, when the price goes below 2.16, when this price goes below $2.16, we would recommend that you consider buying into this particular coin. Now, Anchor Protocol, if you want any more information on that, you would go to CoinGecko as an example and click on that particular coin, and a lot more information is provided on this website. For example, if I was to scroll down, you can see where you can actually buy ANC. So it's listed a few exchanges here. For example, you can buy it on Binance. And if you were to go to Binance today, you could potentially pick up ANC at $2.80. Now, again, the buy zone, as we showed earlier, the recommendation from us is to buy it when it's 2.16. So you would actually set up an alert in TradingView that I showed you earlier. And when that alert is triggered, you can then actually go out and buy this particular coin. So in a nutshell, that is how we trade. We give you the trades as well. We tell you when to buy, we'll tell you when to sell. And based on that information, you can derive a very, very good profit on these particular coins. Now, going back to what I said earlier, I started trading quite a while back, and I used to work in the city of London, and as a consultant, earning what I thought was a very, very good income. But it came to a point when I decided that perhaps now was the time that I should try and do it myself rather than rely on the system. So just bear with me a second, and I'll see if my my other presentation is working, and I'll try and jump into that. But yes, so that's what I did. I actually resigned my position because I decided that my goals could not be achieved through working in a job. So obviously, as an employee, you are a slave to the system, and I did not want to continue to be a slave to the system. And I left that position a long time ago. And at that point, once I'd left corporate, I actually found myself at Heathrow Airport on my way to Australia. And that's where I came across the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I don't know if you're familiar with it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is actually a book by Robert Kiyosaki. And Robert Kiyosaki was my first introduction to entrepreneurship. Now, I've just had a message saying, what indicators should I use? Now, on this webinar, I'm not going to go into any detailed indicators because this is only meant to be an introduction to trading. But on my other trainings, I do go into Fibonacci and whatever else you want to have a look at in a lot more detail. So this webinar is only meant to be an introduction to trading, and I'm going to show you how you can get started as well. But yes, Robert Kiyosaki is a great book. Thank you, Marianne. And that was my first introduction to trading and also entrepreneurship, because he does actually talk about trading, investing, the stock market, and also other forms as well. And his current teachings are also related, and he does talk a lot about cryptocurrency as well, because Robert Kiyosaki is also a proponent of cryptocurrencies too. Now, for some reason, it's not allowing me to share my presentation, but that's fine. I'll just talk about cryptocurrencies in more detail. If you can see my screen now, let me know. Drop me a 7 in the chat box. I think it's working now. But yeah, Robert Kiyosaki was my first introduction to entrepreneurship. And also, he talks about something known as the Cashflow Quadrant. So that is what you can see on screen here. That is the Cashflow Quadrant. And the Cashflow Quadrant, I'm just checking my other screen to see if it is working. But the Cashflow Quadrant was my first introduction to, I suppose you could say, being a business owner. Now, the Cashflow Quadrant teaches us that 95% of the world population is broke. 95% composed of employees, and the self-employed are effectively broke, which means they have more month at the end of the money. If you want to be financially free, you have to be that 5%. And that 5% is composed of investors and business owners. And we form that 5% as traders. Now, to become a trader, all you have to do, and this is what I did, I copied my mentors. So as your mentors will teach you and show you how to trade the markets, we'll do it live, and all you do is copy us. Now, when it comes to foreign exchange trading, if I haven't mentioned this earlier, it's basically the exchange of one currency for another. So you always trade in pairs. For example, your pounds for your dollars, your pounds for your euros. It's always done in pairs. We trade one currency for another. And it's a very, very big market. In fact, up to $6.6 trillion are exchanged via Forex every single day. And if you have a bank account, it doesn't matter where you are based geographically around the world. If you have a bank account, you are already, or your money is already being used in the foreign exchange market, because banks collectively make over $1 trillion every single day from the foreign exchange market, and they make it from your money. And as a thank you to you, they'll pay you back whatever it is at the moment, 0.1% a year, and they will continue to make that $1 trillion every single day. And the question posed to me by my mentor all those years ago was, in the last 10 years, for the amount of money that has flown through your bank account, how much money have you made on that? And my answer was a big fat 0. And the same is the case for many people around the world. Now, what we do is that we multiply our money using the trading styles I've just talked about, whether it's cryptocurrency or foreign exchange trading. We actually multiply our money and we compound on that growth. Now, the foreign exchange market, it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. When it comes to crypto, we're looking at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can trade crypto on a Saturday, on a Sunday, whereas with the foreign exchange market, there are certain hours where you can't trade foreign exchange over the weekend. Now, the cryptocurrency market, again, it's very, very big. I did give you an introduction to crypto earlier, and the future of money is digital. So whether you like it or not, the future of money is digital. Even with what's happening, excuse me, around Russia and Ukraine at the moment, Ukraine has been receiving a lot of donations via the digital currency platforms. So they've had money coming from, from Bitcoin through Ethereum and other currencies as well, like Polkadot. And whether you like it or not, the future of money is digital. And in the next few months, next few years, we're going to see a lot more of that. Ukraine has recently accepted cryptocurrencies as a form of payment within their country, and the same is the case for many other countries, and this trend is set to continue, and this can only mean a good thing for cryptocurrencies. Now, another form of trading is binary options or high frequency trading, and this effectively allows you to earn profit very, very quickly. So if you're short of time or you have little or no patience, then perhaps high frequency trading is a style that you can adopt yourself as well. Now, one other thing that we do in addition to trading is that we have an e-commerce educational training platform where we teach you how to become internet marketers. I'm not going to talk about this in much detail, but basically it's centered around drop shipping, and we have an amazing educational establishment where we teach you to become an internet marketer, something I've been doing now for probably well over a decade. And again, it's a great feeling to have when you wake up in the morning and you've achieved profit in your PayPal account. And again, this is true residual income. And if you are interested in that, please do get back to us on that as well. When it comes to trading, how do we actually teach you how to trade? That is done through our live mentorship. We have over 100 mentors who are educators, and they teach you how to trade via the academy every single day. So when you join us, it's going to be like an apprenticeship relationship. You're buying into the apprentice, and what happens is that as the apprentice and we as the mentors will show you through our live platforms how to trade the market. Now, basically, if you know how to copy and paste, and if you have access to a mobile device and you are over the age of 18, you can become a very, very good trader. Those are the only prerequisites. You need access to the internet or a smart device, and you need to be over the age of 18, and then you can trade the markets. And we actually give you trading ideas and alerts. So you just copy and paste that information into the app on your phone, and on that basis, your trade will be placed for you. So if you know how to download an app to your phone, if you know how to copy and paste, trust me, you will be able to learn on the go, as many people have done before you. So we have an amazing, amazing platform, and to get started with us is only $200 to $300. It costs around $235 to start trading the foreign exchange markets with us. The same is the price if you only want to do high frequency trading or cryptocurrencies. But if you want to do all of the above, then the Elite Academy, the favored package, is for you. If you only want to do e-commerce, then again, it's $235. When it comes to that monthly fee, you can see there, you don't have to pay that fee, because we have a scholarship scheme whereby if you were to recommend 2 people to the program and they were to start trading with us or learning how to trade with us as well, you will not need to pay that monthly fee. So for $200 to $300, you can effectively learn how to become a star trader, earning profit every single day from the comfort of your own home, as many of us do currently. And the great news is that when it comes to trading, you're not on your own. We have a mastermind group, and this is on our mobiles. We have a WhatsApp group and also Telegram group where we teach you and show you and mentor you every single day. Now, briefly before I finish, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, just bear with me a second. Currently, the market, we have a fear and greed index, as you can see here, and currently it's stating as neutral. Last week, this was actually much, well, a little, I wouldn't say much, a little bit higher than it is today. And this is an indication of confidence in the market. Last month, we were very much towards the fair end of the scale. And generally, as a rough rule of thumb, the higher this indicator, the more confidence there is in the market, which is a good indication of the current price. So the price tends to be higher, or is moving higher in the green zone than it is in the orange or yellow zones that you can see here. In the next few days, next few weeks, we are expecting this indicator to go towards the green. And at this point here, you'll be looking at your six-figure Bitcoin. So at this point here, you'll be looking at your six-figure Bitcoin, and the altcoins will follow the price of Bitcoin. And that is where you should be. And that's the place to be when you want to exit and profit from your trades. So if you haven't started yet, now's a very, very good place to start. And certainly before we hit the six-figure Bitcoin, you need to be in the marketplace. So the mentorship program that we have is an amazing, amazing program, and it allows you to utilize what I showed you earlier, when to buy in the market and also when to sell for any particular currency pair. Whether you're looking at cryptocurrencies or the foreign exchange market, it makes no difference. We actually help you, and we do the analysis via the indicators that we use every single day, and that will allow you to place the trades that we are placing at any particular time. So my question to you is, are you ready to start? The fact that you're watching this webinar, whether you're watching it on Zoom or on YouTube, it's a very, very good place to be in. So we will show you how to multiply your money every single day through the analysis that we do, and also through the trades that we place. And we have, again, I'm not making any income claims on this webinar, but we have many, many, many people around the world that are currently financial free as a result of this education. So I want to cut the webinar short now. I only wanted to keep it to around 30 or so minutes. So we've been running now for 26 minutes. If you do have any final questions, please do drop those questions via the chat box on Zoom or also YouTube. So I'm watching this on YouTube as well, or not watching it, but I'm actually monitoring the chat box on YouTube too. So if you do have any questions, please do get back to me via the chat box. Otherwise, you can contact me via any of the detail you can see here, and we can get you started. We can show you how to earn an extra income, more money than you ever earned before, through the compounding plans that we have in place. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for jumping onto this webinar, and thank you for keeping your income options open. And I'll need to just remind you that when it comes to trading, you can actually learn how to trade without it affecting your current commitment. So if you're working in a full-time job, if you're a full-time student, or whatever you're doing, you can start learning how to trade part-time, as many people do. So many people have joined our program when they were currently students, or they were working full-time, or even in some cases they were retired, and they were able to learn how to trade the markets with us. I'm just checking my chat box now. No questions. Okay, brilliant. So again, thank you for your time. I hope you've learned something from this webinar, and definitely, again, just checking my chat box again. Thank you so much for your time, and I would like to invite you again to register with us via the detail you can see here. You can get back to me via that information, and I hope to see you all very, very soon on the inside. Thank you. God bless, and I'll speak to you soon.